Pequeñito pero matona, y hasta los hombres siempre lo ilusiona. Ella era mía toda hora, así que déjame llevar, que no lo pienses más, ya tengo la tele, hoy te vuelvo a ver. Mira que yo no te estoy esperando, enfrente de tu casa y está tardando. Quisiera verlo entender en mi cuarto.
Hey guys, we are just getting settled in. We hope you are too. We've got just a few minutes till we get started. So if you still need to grab a drink, grab something to eat, take a little bathroom break, do that, because we are going to have one jam-packed hour starting here at 1 p.m. Pacific time.
Yo te espero, dile a tus padres que te vas a estudiar, no te creen el cuento, en tu cuaderno voy a enseñarte una materia de ensayo, eres mayor de edad, aunque tu padre no me quiera, yo voy siempre a contar, me voy a arriesgar, quiero que recuerdes que mayor de edad, yo sé que tú me prefieres.
What is that noise, Kristen?
I don't know.
No more moving. Kristen and I are here. We're getting ready, and we're going to see you guys in just a few minutes. So get settled. We're going to let lots of people jump on so nobody feels rushed, and we will get started right on time. Thank you for being here with us, and thank you for joining us for Virtual Tucson.
Estamos en primera vez, no se preocupen, estás en buenas manos, que hoy te presento poder
I don't know what that was. That song.
We're just doing a little dancing and giggling in the background here.
getting all the wiggles out.
Welcome to the Kristen and Sara show. Thank you for joining us. If you're here for the Great Bead Extravaganza, you are in the right place. And we're so excited to see you guys.
Y si tú quieres que me que suene muy
My screen is going to go black for a second. Oh yeah, it's not charging. Oh, that's nice. Okay. It's not charging. got like 5 hours.
Are you all set, Kristen? We'll just do our best, okay?
Well, let's see.
I'm going to flip us on here in just a minute, so you let me know when you're ready.
Okay, I will just give me 1 second. Okay, it looks like I'm better. And let me just get my demo camera back. All right. Okay. Thumbs up.
Okay. Hey, friends. We are so excited to be here for the great Bead Extravaganza. We are having some slight technical difficulties, like every single person, I think, today. But we are doing our best, and we're hopefully going to be able to work through it. We started early so we could make sure we could get through some of those problems. And hopefully that will help. So the first thing I want to ask is the music a little too loud? Can you hear me okay? And then let's have Kristen talk to make sure we can hear her okay over the music as well.
Hey everybody, I'm just getting a little dance on to get out the nervous wiggles and just get into the fun of this event. Can you hear me okay over the music, or is it too loud?
So we'll wait and see what people are thinking, but we're so glad that you're here. We've got so many great things to show you today. I'm going to show you how to make these really fun earrings using our Softlex duo of wire and our bead mix that matches it, that you can get free when you buy the duo on our website, softlexcompany.com. And Kristen is going to, I'm going to go to just me, Kristen, so you can change that.
I'm going to actually go lower the music. We're hearing too loud, too loud, too loud.
Yeah. So I'm going to show you these great earrings. Kristen is going to do a project using our last design kit. It's our Valentine design kit. We had a new one that we thought we would still have some available for the Great Bead Extravaganza, but they sold out in less than a week, and we actually made more of them. So we're a little bummed that we don't have some design kits to sell to you, but it will give you an idea of what they look like. There's a new design kit on the last Wednesday of every month with a new theme. Sometimes they do sell like that in a week. Sometimes it takes several weeks. It just kind of depends on the ebbs and flows of the beading world and if that theme really speaks to someone or not. So we will have a new kit on the last Wednesday of February that you can purchase. And I'm just going to pop back here so Kristen can join in the conversation. But we just have a ton to talk about. If you have your orders over $49 today on the website, we have a special Tucson gift. It's a Tucson themed gift. I'm not going to show it to you. It's a surprise. But it will be popped into your basket while supplies last.
We all love surprises, don't we?
Surprises. And you'll see it in your shopping cart. So if you get your order in time to get the free gift, it will pop up in your shopping cart. You'll see it as a free item added on your order over $49. And you'll get free shipping in the US as well. And that's true for our friends in Hawaii and our friends in Alaska as well. The entire United States gets free shipping on over $49 when you order today. So some exciting stuff going on. And I think we were going to just do kind of a little quick introduction in case we're new to any of you. I'm Sara Oehler. I've worked for Softlex Company for coming up on 22 years. It's kind of unbelievable. For a very long time, most of my life. And it's a wonderful company. It has seen me through my 20s and my 30s and now into my 40s. And I have just been so blessed to have this as my career. And I love what I do almost every single day. It's been really, really wonderful. And Kristen can give a little introduction about herself as well.
Hey everybody, so I'm Kristen. I am a graphic designer here at Softlex Company and a jewelry making educator. You guys have seen me over on the YouTube channel most of the time, and I'm happy to be joining on Facebook a little more often starting this month. So I've been with Softlex Company for 18 years. I started with just doing all of the print graphics. Then I moved on to web and print, then just mostly web. And now I do all of this content creation and jewelry making and tutorials. And I get to be here with you guys live on a regular basis. And it's just been such a great time. I've done lots and lots of the trade shows with Softlex Company. I've gone to Tucson many years, Bead and Button shows. I usually would just come on as like an extra hand when they were doing a bigger show. And that really helped me to get to know the products really well, demonstrate how to use them. And here we are today, 18 years later, still going and loving it. So happy to meet all you. Happy to meet everybody.
And if you're not familiar with Softlex Company, we are a beading wire and craft wire manufacturer, but we sell lots of other things too, which you'll see today as we go through some of our demonstrations. We have design kits that we put out monthly. We have some tiara cast components. We just have a lot of variety of things for you to check out. So I'm going to, I think, dip down to my, one more thing. We're doing giveaways. I looked at my sheet to remind myself. What's going on in 1 hour? It's a lot to keep track of. We are doing giveaways. We're doing 2 live giveaways right here on the show. We will post the names of the winners in the comments section at the end of the show. And there will be 1 live winner that is a YouTube commenter and 1 live winner that is a Facebook commenter. And so we're gonna give a prize to each way. And then we're also doing a huge giveaway. So that giveaway, you're going to get a tiara cast package of their new components that just came out. You're going to get one of our wire duos, which we're going to talk about today. And you're going to get a package of the check clasp beads that match. For the big giveaway, we're going to do in our Facebook group. You have to join our Softlex BIB Studio Facebook group. And there is a post there where we want you to post a picture of your favorite design using Softlex. This can be your design, or if you're brand new to Softlex, you can go to our YouTube channel and pick a design from there and post a link to that YouTube video of a design that you think is neat using Softlex. If you use Softlex, we want to see what you make. So go into our Softlex BIB Facebook group. Make sure you join. We may have to approve you before you get in. Once you're in, look for that comment, which we will pin at the top if it's not already pinned at the top or in the announcements, and post a picture of something you love using Softlex beading wire. Okay, did I cover everything, Kristen?
Yes, you did. Let me go ahead and
switch to
remove that.
my demo camera. And
so do we want to just do a sound check that before you start demonstrating? Is the music volume okay now for everyone? I think it is.
And I'm just going to do a quick, let me see where this light is coming from so I can block it out there. There we go. That's a little bit better. All right. I've got so much to talk to you guys. So I don't know if you saw the earrings I was wearing, but they are pretty large and fabulous. I could not get a good picture of these earrings, you guys. I tried and I tried and I tried, and I couldn't get a picture that did justice to them. They look so much better on, and I think even on camera, than they do in a static photo. And I'm pretty excited about them. They're really, really great. I'm going to do a medium version of this today, but this is a bigger version that just has more strands. And I'm going to show you how to do each of these strands, and then you can decide how many of the strands you want to add to your earring. So if you like a daintier earring, maybe you do a smaller ring with just a single strand and keep it simple. Or maybe you do the bigger ring and you just do a couple of strands. So there are options here depending on your comfort level. And then I'm hoping to show you how to make an ear wire using our Softlex craft wire as well. So I'm super, super ready and excited to go here. So we launched a new product this week. It is called the Duo. The Pantone color of the year is actually 2 colors this year. And we're really loving this color combination. I was talking about it on Wednesday on our live, and I have a lot of yellow and gray and blue in my house. This is my favorite color combo. I like a pop of yellow. I don't like a ton of yellow usually.
And turquoise, yellow with turquoise, you love.
I love yellow and turquoise. Yeah, my living room is a yellow couch with like kind of a turquoisey wall. But I like yellow with white. I like yellow with gray. I love yellow.
You really love yellow. Yeah, you do.
I do. It's a really fun, happy, poppy color. So when I saw this was going to be the Pantone color of the year, I was so super excited. And of course, we have the perfect match for it in our Softflex medium yellow. And so this is our 0.019 diameter beading wire. And it is 49 strands of stainless steel braided together in a proprietary braid with a nylon coating. And in this case, it has a yellow nylon coating, whereas this has the satin silver coating. So in this duo, not only are we doing the yellow, we're doing our soft touch, which is our premium beading wire. It's 50% softer and more flexible than our original Soft Flex. So it has a lot of really nice drape. If I'm using a satin silver, I almost always reach for soft touch because it's just so flexible and feels more like a thread or a cord than it does a wire. And so it's super nice. And we wanted to, in this duo, not only give you a color that's going to maybe be a little bit of a challenge, but also give you the chance to try something you maybe haven't tried before that you might really fall in love with. For stringing. I saw Jill McKay's project just before ours was a stringing project. That would be a perfect project on soft touch, and it would make it feel really light, really supple, and just really kind of a joy to wear when it's that flexible. So that's the duo.
I just want to add in, I was telling Sara when we were doing the duo that I'm just really excited for people to get their hands on the soft touch product in this particular duo and really see how it feels, because I know I feel the same way. If I'm doing a stringing project where it's going to be totally covered in beads, and so I'm grabbing a satin silver, I am going to grab for the soft touch. That's usually the one I go for if I'm just totally stringing it all up with beads.
Yeah, me too. And it comes in different diameters, but it's the 019 diameter in the duo. So when you buy that duo, you're going to get this huge bag of check glass beads. I am not kidding. This is the size of the bag. It is quite large. It is free with your purchase of the duo while supplies last. So last time we did a GBE, we sold out of our free beads like that. I think it was 1 hour. So we tried to get a lot extra this time. So hopefully that wouldn't happen. But we do have a limited supply, just so that you're aware. And I want you guys to be able to get in on that deal if at all possible. So I opened up one of my packages here, and I've already been using it on a few designs. I made this great piece on Wednesday earlier this week using some beads, some 2-hole beads that were in that check glass bead mix. And then I used the new tier cast button and beehive connector. You can find these pieces. We're not selling these pieces here, but you can find those from Goody Beads. They loaded them in this week. So if you want to do a beehive situation, I made these on Instagram Reels, like a little piece of honey coming off the honeycomb. You can grab our wire and our bead mix and then go over to Goody Beads and get the other parts and components. I also know Kay from Stars Beads is going to be using some of these components in her demonstration coming up as well. So you'll see those again. And they're super cute and really, really fun. I grabbed a couple other designs using yellow just to kind of give you an idea of what it might look like. This is yellow with white soft wax. I wear this.
That looks really pretty.
Yeah, so it's all yellow beads on the white soft wax. And then my daughter, Hazel, actually designed these for me. And
they're so sweet.
They are. She's kind of my little artist. She is really interesting. Some of the things that she does, I'm like, oh, wow. That's fantastic. So let's get started on our demonstration because we got a lot to cover. So I showed you some of the samples here. We have the rings in all of these 3 sizes. So you can do the biggest size all the way to the medium or the small, depending on your preference for your earring. And I'm going to do the big one again, like I have in my ear now. Maybe I'll pop these out so we can see the variation here.
Oh, it's so nice that you did one on each of the rings so that people can see how it can change with the different sizes and make it a little more daintier or a little more wow and big.
Right. Yeah. Because I know there's, not everybody wants a big and in charge earring. I wouldn't wear them every single day, but on a day like today, when you want to feel special and stand out, it's perfect. They work perfectly. So I'm just going to grab a little bit of my Soflex out. I'm going to take my Italian cutters, which you can also find on the website. And I'm just going to cut a piece that's about, gosh, I don't know, maybe 6 inches. And I'm going to grab a crimp tube. I'm using a Soflex crimp tube in sterling silver. And we do have multi-packs on our website. So if you've never tried Soflex crimp tubes, you get a multi-pack that has all 4 metal types. And it's a great way to get started with the crimp tubes and have a little bit of everything. They come in sterling silver, gold filled, black oxidized, and then copper as well. So I just put both ends of my wire through that crimp tube and brought it up to my ring. I'm going to leave this loop big enough that this can kind of slip and slide in here. It doesn't need to be super tight. It's great when things have a little bit of flexibility. I'm going to take my magical crimping pliers and center my crimp right in the middle of those pliers. So you can see there's like a little dome inside there. And you find the spot where it just kind of sits inside of that dome. And then you're going to compress. And the first time you should do it, you'll get what looks like a little 4-corner square. Then we're going to flip it on its side. And we're going to compress it in those 4 corners. And then just go around and around, tightening it down and compressing the edges of the tube into the nylon coating of the wire. And that's what gives you a nice strong hold. And also makes it look like a little round bead.
We have someone asking, can you use regular crimping pliers with the crimp tubes? And the answer is yes, you can.
Absolutely. And you could do regular crimping pliers with this design. Just put a crimp cover over it. So that's going to look a little bigger on the top. You may need to leave a little more space between the connector and your crimp so that that crimp cover looks good. But you could totally do that. So now I'm just going to look for a bead, any bead for my mix. And I'm going to slide both wires through it. You do have to have a bead that will accommodate 2 wires. And then I'm going to grab one more crimp tube to hold that bead onto the wire.
Yeah, the crimping pliers really do make a gorgeous little ball. That's one of the reasons why we just absolutely adore them.
They're great. I use them all the time, as most of you probably know. So here I am just kind of sliding it away. I'm going to just sort of gently find the center in my magical crimpers and then pull it up next to the bead and go ahead and compress. And that'll leave me enough space for that plier to get around the entire crimp tube on both sides. And now I'm going to find that spot again in the opposite direction and compress. And I'm going to go around it multiple times, tightening it down. So what I did last time and what I'll do this time is I'm going to do a few more of these, some with just fringes, I guess we'll call them. Some I'm just going to do with the satin silver soft touch and no bead in between. And then I'm going to do some just the way that I did. And then at the end, I will trim them down and I'll show you how to do that. And in the meantime, while I do that, I'm going to flip over to Kristen so she can show you her Valentine Passion design.
All right, that is looking so good, and I'm loving seeing all the love for the yellow beading wire. It's really a bright, fun color. Thanks, Pantone, for making it the color of the year. All right, so I'm going to talk a little bit about our mystery design kits. So Softflex Company puts out a mystery design kit once a month. It's usually the last Wednesday of the month is when we do a reveal of the previous month, and Sara does a design challenge, and then we launch the new kit. So in every mystery design kit, you'll get an assortment of beads like shown here. You'll get some findings, ear wires, clasp, and crimps are always included. You're always going to get Softflex or soft touch wire in 10-foot spool. You'll get a nice bead mix that we've had custom created exclusively for us, and then a bunch of bead strands as well to go with it. We curate these themes together with a few people in the company, and they're a lot of fun to put together for you guys, coming up with new and exciting color combinations every month. In addition to the kit, we also have a monthly design kit challenge. So go ahead and join us on the Softflex Very Important Beading VIB Studio group here on Facebook. And you'll see after we do the reveal, we don't do it before the reveal so that it stays a mystery for people that purchase it later. But after the reveal, you can go ahead and share some pictures of the designs you made with the kit. It's a lot of fun to see what everybody has created with that same kit and same list of materials. And then we go through all of the entries. So if you post, a necklace, an earring, and a bracelet, that'll count as 3 entries. And then we will randomly choose somebody to win one of our next kits. So it's a lot of fun. It's great to see how everyone uses the same supplies. And because it's just a random choice, there's no worry about does your design stack up or anything like that. It's just meant to be something to get your creativity going and inspire others in the process. So I'm going to be sharing our Valentine Passion Kit. This was our kit that was launched in January. Sara just opened it up last week. And then we have the new Pretty as a Peacock kit, which is already sold out. We couldn't believe it. We thought it would still be available for you guys. So apologies for that, but mark your calendar for the last Wednesday of February, which I think is the 24th. And that's when our next kit will launch and be available on the website. So with the kit, you'll get a little list of contents here, and we always split it up because some of the items we curate just specifically for the kit, not something you can get later. And then the items listed at the top are stuff that you can find at softflexcompany.com if you want to purchase more of something that was in the kit. All right, so let's share what was in here. So Valentine Passion came with our red coral color. Let me just see if there's any comments here. Softflex red coral. It's a beautiful true red, medium diameter, 0.019. And then all of these beads, which came in strands, but I have them now in little baggies because I've been working with them. So we'll just take a look at some of these gorgeous beads. So there was a strand of these red and gold check beads, a little bit of metallic shimmer on there. These really pretty matte check beads. A custom mix. This is a small sample of it because I've already created a bunch of earrings. If you check us out on YouTube, you can see that video was on Monday where I posted about 4 pairs of earrings with that mix. We've got these really pretty table cut check glass beads. And the color combination for this kit was really red hot, passionate red and purple colors. So here is a purple strand. That was like a deep purple with some fire polish metallic on there as well. And these I have not been able to work with yet. So I'm looking forward to using these maybe in a future video. But they're these gorgeous check glass bead caps, little tulips. That was a really fun item. And it's always different. Little bag of seed beads, which I will be using in my project today. And then you get crimp tubes and findings. So this is gold filled 2x2 Softflex Company crimp tubes. I believe you get about 20. Some ear wires and a lobster clasp. This was one of our specialty items that were in the kit. This is a beautiful heart by our friends over at Tiara Cast, and it's two-sided. Super gorgeous. So I'm going to use this in our bracelet demonstration today. And you'll see here I have a little Softflex created jump ring on there. So you can add a jump ring or you can create your own with a crimp and some Softflex, just like I did here. So that was everything in the kit. These are the strands I made for the bracelet we're going to be working on together. So these were all the beads I just showed you that came in the kit. I'm not going to show how to do these since they're just simply strung. Two patterns going on here with the beads. And then I just have them with little loops on the ends crimped. But I am going to show you guys how to do this one since it's a little bit different, a little loopy, and it's using the Softflex beading wire to go in and out. So I'll share that and then we'll put it all together.
And we did want to mention you could do a very similar design using the duo and the yellow and gray check glass bead mix. So it isn't just this colorway that you need. You can do it in about 22 different colors from Softflex, whether it be the red, the yellow, we have pinks, we have blues and turquoises and greens. So there's lots of different options. And you can do the same design in other colors.
So the only thing I'm adding from my own stash to this, so if you have the kit, you should have everything you need except for a toggle clasp, and I'm using our maker toggle clasp from our friends over at Tiara Cast, and in the antique brass color to match my heart. And then I have 4 jump rings that I have here too. And our makers clasps come in all these different color tones. So you can get silver, gold, copper, and antique brass. They have this beautiful hammered texture on one side, and then they're plain on the other side. So you can wear them kind of either way. So the first thing I'm going to do is I cut myself some Softflex wire. This is the red coral. I did 3 times the size that I'm going to use the bracelet for, just so to make sure I have enough. So that's approximately 21 inches if I'm going on a 7-inch bracelet about. Fold it in half. And I have a crimp tube here, 2x2 crimp tube, that I'm just going to slide down to the bottom and create a little loop. And then using my magical crimping pliers, make sure I get that crimp right in the center and wiggle it down till I want that loop nice and small. Give it a squeeze, take that out. My crimp is going to have the 4 pinched corners, and I'm just going to turn it 90 degrees, place it back in the center of my crimping pliers, and give it another squeeze. And then while it's in the center, I'm just going to rotate around a few times to round out that bead there. So I'm going to be working with these and these. I would say we're probably looking at an 8mm and a 6mm bead. you just got to make sure that they will go through 2 wires. And I'm using 7 of each color. And we're going to start with a red. So you just string the left side of, so you've got your wires kind of cut in 2 now. So you've got one going from left to right, and you string the other from right to left, and then just pull that down. Just like that. And now I'm going to pick up a purple. I'm just going to alternate the colors back and forth. And do the same thing, string from left to right. And then pull that down. And then you can adjust these loops as tight or as loose as you want it, depending on your design. Now I'll go to the next one. And while I do this, Sarah, if there's anything you're working on that you want to pop back into.
Yeah.
Because I'm just going to keep
looking great, and you're getting so many lovely comments about how fun this project is and how good it looks.
Oh, good. Thanks. I haven't been able to see the comments because they just sort of got stuck.
I see a great comment that says, can you not soft flex? You absolutely cannot soft flex. And I can do a quick show and tell on that. Let me flip over to mine, right, Kristen?
Yeah, that sounds great.
Okay. So I brought a couple things to show you, but first and foremost, since we got the question, you cannot soft flex. Will soft flex not like a traditional thread or cord? No, it is still a beading wire, and so it does need a little bit of a different take on knotting. The knot that we usually suggest is an 8 knot. So instead of just coming in this back door, I'm going to go all the way around to the front. We have demonstrations of this in pictures on our website in our School of Design, but you should get what looks like a little 8. And then you want to tug it down with your hands, not with your fingertips, gingerly, because it is a wire. And that should give you a really nice, straight, very strong knot. What's great about soft flex is that it won't break where it's knotted. It is a really strong wire that will not break when kinked or knotted any sooner than it will when it's not kinked or knotted. And that's one of the reasons why soft flex was invented, because the original product that was used for stringing tiger tail would kink and then it would snap where the kink was. And so this was a really important aspect to the inventor of soft flex, Mike Sherman and Scott Clark, that this be a wire that you could actually tie a knot in and not lose any strength where it's knotted. And it's really, really, really important. Okay, so back to my demonstration. I got a little sidetracked there. I did my fringe, but you can see they're quite long. Now you could leave them long if you wanted to. Here is a really long. Here's my big version, which was a little bit shorter. And then you can make them even shorter. So this is where you have another design choice for what makes sense for you. But usually what I do is I will just, almost like cutting hair, I will just come in deciding what length I want to cut them. And I will just go through and kind of snap them off all about that same length. I am not a measurer. I just kind of go by my eye. And then what I like to do is I will go through each one and I will just kind of come up just a little bit and snip off so that it's a little more textured and it's not so it's not a bowl cut. It's not so straight. It gives it just a little bit more personality. And again, I don't do a lot of measuring or making sure it's precise. They're kind of meant to be a little fun and funky. So the next step is I can't just put this big ring on a traditional ear wire. It doesn't fit on a traditional ear wire loop. And so my solution for that, anytime I make earrings with these tiara cast rings, is I make my own ear wire. And so I'm going to show you how to do that real quickly. And then we can flip back to Kristen and see where she's at with her design. So not only is Softflex known for its beading wire, we also have craft wire. We have it from 18 gauge as the thickest down to 28 gauge, which is our thinnest. And for an ear wire for myself, I often will use 18 gauge, but 18 gauge does not always fit through everyone's ear holes. So keep that in mind, that 20 gauge might be a better fit for your ear. Kristen, you usually use 20 gauge, right?
I usually use 20 because I can only get 18 in one ear. So for some reason, I have one. Yeah, I have one side.
Pierced at 2 different times?
No, they were pierced at the same time, but I don't know if it's maybe, you know, like maybe how it healed or something like that, because it was, yeah. So I can get 18 on one side and only 20 on the other.
The things you find out about us on streaming live, right? So this ear wire here, I made with the 18 gauge. This ear wire here, I made with the 20 gauge. It's the same process either way. I'm going to use the 18 gauge today, and it is the thickest that we carry. This is a non-tarnished silver-plated copper wire. So what is really fantastic about this for an ear wire is it's hypoallergenic because of the coating on the outside of the wire. It's also non-tarnishing. And so you will always have that bright silver ear wire. And tiara cast doesn't tarnish really almost at all either. It takes a lot of weathering for tiara cast to tarnish even a little bit. So you're going to keep this bright silver loop here and bright silver ear wire for years to come, which I think is just really wonderful. However, it does come in other colors. So you can get it in an antique brass color or a gold brass color. There's lots of other options, reds and greens and all sorts of options. So I'm just going to unspool some of my wire. I always start out with my nylon jaw pliers. And I just like to pull all the bumps and kinks out of the wire, straighten it all out. And that also kind of starts that work hardening process. Because this is a very soft, malleable wire. We're going to have to do a little bit of work hardening on it to make sure that it will harden into an ear wire that is usable. So I've got my cutters. I'm going to take my flat end on the tip here and just trim it so it's nice and flat to start. I'm using these multi-looping pliers. They have 6 different sizes. Now, I know this size here is what I would normally use when I make an ear wire, but I need this bigger size over here, a step up, in order to fit the tiara cast ring. So that's where I'm going to start. I'm going to just come in right in between those 2 pieces, and I'm just going to make a loop. So I'm just going to pull it around until it meets, let me get a good shot here, meets the other end of the wire. And then I'm going to slide it off of my plier. And now I'm going to use the biggest size down here. And I'm doing this right on my spool of wire. That's the easiest way to not waste wire, is to just work right on your spool. I'm going to just come in and put my little loop in between the 2 cylinders. And I'm going to wrap my wire around this bigger one to make my traditional ear wire shape. And there we go. Now I can decide how long I want it to be. If you want them to be the exact same size, you can measure pieces and do them all the same length of wire. And then you will know that they will come out the same size every time. And then if you want to add a little turn here, that'll keep it from floating off your ear too easily. That's looking a little long. I'm just going to trim it just a little bit more. Don't need it to be obnoxiously long, right?
Karen says she loves the 6-step looper. It's so handy for many tools.
It's such a great tool. It's really wonderful. Okay, so next up, we got to do a couple things to finish this up. And one of them is a little bit of work hardening. So this is called a wire whacker. You can find it on our website in our tools section. We've carried this for years and years and years. A lot of times if I make ear wires, I'll make many, and then I'll place them all on here at one time. And then you're going to cover your ears for just a minute. I'm going to make some loud banging noises. But I'm just going to flip it over. The idea is that it is work hardening it entirely with each of those whacks. And so it makes it a little easier than using a hammer, although you could use a nylon tipped hammer or rubber hammer to get the same effect if you wanted to. And then one last step, we also have this tool on our website. It is a burr cup. It's really inexpensive. It's only like $5. You just slide your ear wire inside of that cup and file it down. And that'll just make sure that it's kind of smoothed out so it feels nice when it goes into your ear. And then we just open this baby up using our chain nose plier. You always open to the side. You might need to even open it further for that big tiara cast ring. Slide that in, and then we can close it back up. And ta-da!
Awesome. It makes such a pretty ear wire. And I don't know if you said it in the beginning, I think you did, but the ear wires are hypoallergenic because of the coating that is on top. The only place that there's a little bit of copper showing is going to be like at the tippy tip where the cut is made. So I know I've made ear wires for friends that have difficulty wearing other metals with our craft wire, and it's been something that they can wear again, which is really nice.
Yeah, so I have an aunt that has a little bit of a metal allergy, and sometimes I make her ear wires because it helps her to be able to wear them. So one last look at the deal. We have that duo available on the website. It's only about $16. Oh, I've got my knot in there. That's what's causing that issue. It's only about $16, and you will get the free bead mix. Fun. I've used plenty of beads out of this already, and there's still quite a bit left. Really beautiful bead mix of grays and yellows and cut glass. You can also pick up the tiara cast rings, the crimps that I used, all of these fun tools. All of that is available on the website. And don't forget, you're going to get a free gift if your order is over $49 and free shipping. So you can find all of those things at softflexcompany.com. Let's jump back over to Kristen and see what she's got cooking on her demo table.
Great. So I did see a question about the nylon jaw pliers you were using to straighten the wire. Those are an amazing tool to have when you're working with craft wire. And they're called a nylon jaw plier. You'll find them in our tools section on the website at softflexcompany.com. Okay, so now that I've got my loopy piece done as well, we're just going to put this bracelet together. So it's going to be a 3-strand bracelet. And I'm going to put the loopy one in the middle. So I'm just going to string on this one first. I opened up this jump ring here, and that's how I'm attaching them. Then I've got my loopy one second, and my final strand just like that. So I'm using a pair of chain nose pliers, and then if you have 2 chain nose pliers or chain in a flat or chain in a bent nose, you can go ahead and nicely close that jump ring up just like that. And then we'll add a jump ring to the other side as well. And to open up a pair of jump rings is you just take 2 pliers and you just twist your wrist and just slightly open it up. And that keeps the shape of the jump ring intact, allows you to open and close it easily. And I'm just going to make sure I'm using the right ones again. So that one, then the loopy in the center. And my last one. And then you can go ahead and close up that jump ring, and you have your little cluster of strands. And then I have jump rings on my toggle here as well. So I'm going to first open up this one. And I'm going to slide on my little heart. I am using a soft flex jump ring that I made with the red wire as well and a crimp tube. I wanted it to be kind of large so that it hung nicely and didn't get too caught up in the toggle, which is why I went for that instead of using the jump rings I had, because it was just a little too close. I needed a little bit more space. So you guys have watched some of our videos on YouTube. You've seen Sara and I use soft flex as jump rings. We use it as connectors. As long as you're practicing crimping and you're comfortable crimping, you can use soft flex in so many different ways. So now I'm just going to open up this jump ring and attach one half of the toggle to one side. And then I will do the same thing on this side. And there you have it. So let me go ahead and take the toggle, close it here, so you guys can see how this looks when it's all together. So this is one side of the charm, and then you can flip it.
It's
and
so
also
pretty.
got the other side, so pretty. And actually, this could be a great necklace design too. You can do this loopy. You can do one side of your necklace loopy, and then the other side have two strands. Do a little asymmetrical design with the toggle and the heart in the center. Something like that would work really pretty. And again, you can do that with any beads you might have laying around. Use the same technique.
Did you show them that cool macrame bracelet that you have there?
Yeah, I just grabbed it because when you were talking about knotting, I saw that someone commented that you can macrame soft flex as well. Mm-hmm. So I went out and picked this up. And this is done with the soft flex medium green turquoise color, and it's using the half knot spiral macrame. You can find this tutorial on our YouTube channel.
That's great, Kristen.
Thanks.
Well, I have a couple more projects I can show using the tiara cast rings if you're all set on your end.
I am. And, like I said, mark your calendars for the end of this month. The last Wednesday of the month is when we launch our newest kit, and they do go quickly. I mean, we made more anticipation of this event, and we still ended up selling out in a week's time. So that's why I say put it on your calendar. Come join us on the last Wednesday of the month for Kit Day.
Set a reminder for sure, because you never know.
Yeah, exactly.
You never know what's going to happen. We were really shocked, like truly, truly shocked. We had to change our promotion that week 3 times because we kept selling out of the promotion, which is a great problem to have.
It was a great problem. I was doing one change at 10 p.m. at night because we wanted to make sure you guys still had a promotion happening. So.
So I have a couple of projects here. I thought if there was a little time left that we could look at some other projects that use those tiara cast rings. Here's one where I just simply made a connector with a big bead in the center and then connected to your traditional ear wire. Super easy, but a really nice, lovely earring, and works up really fast. So that's something that you can do. And then I love this design. I made this in Joyful Beading when the challenge that day was for blue. And I love it.
Oh, that's a good one.
And so this big tassel part kind of fits through the connector and just sits like this. And then the connector holds it all together. And this was a bead soup mix. So it was a lot of leftover beads that I had from previous kits that I was able to put together in this design. And I think it just turned out really, really wonderful. And you can see I used the dark blue soft wax on that. Speaking of joyful beading, we're planning on a joyful beading schedule for March. It will be in our VIB group, which is where you'll be going to enter our grand prize giveaway. And so keep an eye out for that. For National Craft Month, we will be beading every day, every weekday, and we want you to join us. So I also have this piece where I did a similar fringe style, but this time I put the beads kind of at random and I used multiple different colors. I think this was from our Dr. Seuss design kit. And
yes.
You can see I turned the connectors on the side so that they could kind of shine out. And then it's a nice long design. And I have one more. This also came from a joyful beading day. The color was red that day. And I just made kind of a Y necklace. So nice.
Sharon is asking what the circles are called on our website. They are called the Hammertone Rings connector.
You can find them under components and then connectors, I believe is the category to find them, but they should be right on the homepage.
Yeah, if you scroll down under featured, they're right there on the homepage. You can also search like just rings and they'll pop up on our website as well. I did see a question asked how I did the loopy strand. So maybe you came in a little bit later, but I showed how to make this loopy strand in the beginning part of my demonstration on this video. So if you missed that, you can come back and watch the replay. This video will be tagged to be in the presentation post topic in the group. So if you go and you find post topics and click on presentations, you will see all of the past presentations there to watch all the replays. And I have a couple of...
Oh, you have a couple designs to show? Oh, you've frozen up, Kristen. Are you still here with us? Damien, are you hearing me? And not Kristen, or neither of us? You're hearing me? Okay, it's a little hard to tell. So I'm just going to keep going and hopefully Kristen is still with us and she can hop back on. So make sure you are commenting. Damien is going to post a giveaway winner from Facebook and from YouTube. And so you can comment either place right now. And after the live stream is over, he will post the winner's name and you will see it in either place. One Facebook winner, and also we will have one YouTube winner. And don't forget, we're doing that grand prize giveaway in our Softflex VIB studio group, where you can go find the post where it talks about the contest and post a picture of either something you've made that you love using Softflex beading wire, or you can post a picture of something that we've made that you would like to make in the future. If you are brand new to Softflex, you can enter as well. We really enjoyed being with you today. It looks like I did lose Kristen, unfortunately, but we had a lot of fun being here with you today. We hope you'll take advantage of that great deal that we have going on the website. There are limited supplies always in our free bead mixes. So if you want to grab it, make sure you do it fairly quickly before we run out of them. I've seen a lot of orders coming in just while I'm doing this video. You're going to get 10 feet of the yellow and 10 feet of the soft touch satin silver. And it's just around between $15 and $16 to buy the duo. And then you will get this free check glass bead mix. If you get the free bead mix, it should show up in your cart automatically. You don't have to put in a coupon or do anything extra. You'll see it. And then when you go over $49, you'll also see your free Tucson gift which is a fun Tucson-themed gift that Kristen and I put together for you. And you'll also see your free shipping if you're shipping within the U.S. And that is for our friends across the U.S., but also in Hawaii. I know this is a great time slot, we thought, because we could see all of our friends in Hawaii would be up and ready to see us. And then all of our friends on the East Coast were able to join us as well. And of course, I'm located here in California and Kristen is in Mesa, Arizona. So it worked out really well. Thank you for being here with us today. And I certainly hope that you had a really good time. We've got great stuff still coming up. Let me see who's next. Oh, my beading buddy, Nilay Patel, is right after us. And he's from Silver Silk and More. He's one of our favorite people here at Softflex. We work with him constantly, and he's just a great friend all around. He is coming up at 2:15 Pacific time and 5:15 Eastern time. So you'll be able to take a little break here. Oh, there's Kristen.
I don't know. It said it just disconnected from the internet. Just one of those things over here today.
I'm still here. They're enjoying my lovely personality in the time.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was all of us or just me, so I'm glad it was just me.
It was just you, but it was a little confusing. I was like, is it everybody? I don't know. I'll just keep going. So I was just wrapping up. So I'm glad you're back to say goodbye. Thank you for being here with me today, Kristen, on a Saturday. All of your paintings behind you look amazing, I must say. If you guys aren't familiar, you should check out Kristen's personal, what do you call it, creative page?
Yeah, it's just Kristen Fagan Art and Design is my Facebook business page. So you can find me over there. You can just go to kristenfagan.com as well, and that'll have links to my Facebook and I also have an art group, so you can join in there as well. I know I've got a few BD friends over in that group that join me for some art making. So yeah, you can find me that way. Thanks.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us today. You can find all those great deals that I mentioned on our website. And I am just going to jump over and show you what that looks like, if I can find it. There it is, softflexcompany.com. We appreciate you being here with us today. Enjoy Nilay's presentation and all of the other presenters that are coming up. We still have Kate Richburg and Kelly Sutton today. And then tomorrow we start out at 8 a.m. Pacific time with Abby Berta of the Bead Place. And we've got a full fun day tomorrow as well. And just try to be patient as all of us work through our technology issues and try our very best to make this a wonderful experience for all of you. Everyone does things a little bit different, and we're just doing our best to make it all work. And I hope you guys are just having a really, really fantastic time. So bye, everybody.
Bye.